Hello, welcome. My name is Laura and I run the Force of Self Love. Um, I want to do this raw because I've done this before. I tried to start my own channel and I was nervous and I had my hair done and all this, and I just need to talk. I need to talk about loving yourself, how it's a journey, a real journey, and been through many stages of self-love, and I've hated myself for who I was. I hated my body until I came to the realization about who I was. I'm pausing because it has taken me so long to realize that the person in the mirror is not me. The person I am is a queen. And it's taken me a long time to understand that. So now I have to understand, what does a queen do? And the queen does what I do, but the queen also does max what I do. And I need to get on that level. I need to get on the level of passion that I have for music and dance and writing and singing and running and playing and kicking a ball around and going on bike rides and just being me, like who I truly am. And society tried to take that away from me. The devil is real. The devil tried to take that away from me. He tried to cover up. There's beings that control this world just so that people don't find out who they truly are. And that's the crazy part. That's the crazy part. That we can't even, we're just consuming material. We're consuming the wrong food. We're consumers, and television and all these things are teaching us to hate ourselves. Media teaches us to hate ourselves. And we cannot keep doing this to ourselves. I don't know, I'm talking to the queens. Like, kings, I feel you. Like, they put you in the dark too. But I'm talking to the queens because I know I'm a queen, and I know I'm talking to the queens right now. That we need to rise up and defend ourselves, and not, like, I feel the emotion in my heart as I'm expressing this, because my soul has been wanting to say this for so long, that we are caregivers and lovers, and we do everything for the men in our life, for our so-called kings, but we put up with so much from them. And I'm not a man hater. Like, I have a man, I love him, I don't hate men. And this is not to bash him. I'm just talking to the queens. I'm telling you. There's a song by Katy Perry, and I know in a lot of ways she is a program and she's an image, but she has some real deep songs, like those songs you can't hide. Like, those songs come from, I'm not sure if she writes her songs, but I'm pretty sure she does. Or they came from somebody's heart. It came from a queen's heart. You understand how pure a queen is, how pure her love is for children, for old people, for those who struggle, for the poor. There's a song by Katy Perry, and it talks about loving yourself the way that somebody else loves you. And now, let's put it in perspective. This person is supposedly in the song loving her with all their heart, and it supposedly is a significant other in the song. But I could stretch it to, like, love you how your mom loved you when you were a baby. She she took care of you. Or if you didn't have a mother who took care of you, my heart goes out to you. I'm sorry, but maybe you had a motherly figure who took care of you. There was somebody that took care of you. There was somebody that loved you and believed in you and knew that you were special from the moment they laid eyes on you. And yet you have all this other noise around you, and it's just like you're a fucking loser. You ain't going nowhere. Like you ain't got no money. Like your clothes is wet. Like your hair is ugly. Whatever negative shit that voice is telling you, like you listen to that voice. But in your mother's eyes or your caregiver's eyes, the person that takes care of you, the person that sees you, believes in you so much. But understand that there comes a point where that person who loves you, whether it be your significant other, your mom, your friend, your grandmother, even your grandpa, your uncle, whoever you have the deepest connection with, they can only love you to a point to where you have to love yourself. And they'll always love you. But they can't love you the way you love you. You understand what I'm saying? So you can love you like they love you. But they can't love you so that you can love you. You have to love you all on your own. And I made this video, a video like this, in the winter. And I was starting to feel good about myself. I was starting to feel confident. I was starting to feel like, yeah, like I can do this. And then I got around some people, and I don't want to say any names because I don't want to target anyone. That's not my job. That's not my point in this video. But I got around to it, and I got around to this negative energy, and I started listening to everybody else's opinions, and it started fucking with me, and I started moving all these different directions, and I wasn't focused anymore. I wasn't focused on myself because I had strength, but I still didn't have that inner strength. I was still worrying about what people think. And keep it real with you, I still worry about what people think. But I'm starting to realize my inner queen and my inner power. And that's why I need to share this, because I can't let the other queens out there just put themselves down like that anymore. And it needs to be said. Like, it needs to be said. And I know, like, this is like raw and in the cut, and you know, it's not gonna be like some of the YouTubers that I watch where they have fancy lights, and I bought those lights. I have lights, you know, I do, but I can't use those lights right now. I have to say this message now. And I have to speak the truth. I know who I am. You have to understand that. When you finally know who you are, you can't let people stop you. And no matter what energies is going on around you, they might hit you and smack you in the face. And it might hit you hard, but you got to get back up and be like, no, baby, like, no, like, I gotta go do that dance class that I've been wanting to do. And personally, that's something I always wanted to do. When I was a little girl, my grandmother paid for me to have dance classes, but I had such social anxiety that I didn't feel comfortable when a new instructor came, and that freaked me out. And it was something that I wasn't used to, because I'm a creature of habit. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a creature of habit. And We all are, but I was specifically a creature of habit, especially when I was little. And it freaked me out, and I didn't want to go to dance anymore. And it was hard, and I also was told that I was going to be in a dance recital. And even then, at that age, I think I was about 4 years old, I didn't believe that I deserved to be in a dance recital because I wasn't as good as the other dancers. So this has been in me since I was a little girl. And I could blame circumstances and life, and that, well, maybe, you know, like there were things that affected me, but I can't let that be my life. I can't let those things affect who I really am, because those are just distractions. And a lot of them were lessons as well. They were, but you know, I always wanted to dance. And when I used to go to school dances, like there was like girls that were on like a dance squad, and they were dope. Like they really knew how to dance. And I would just do my own thing. You know, they had organized dances at the dance and stuff. They would be doing their thing, you know, popping and locking, like twerking, you know, like 7th grade twerking and stuff like that, you know. It's crazy stuff, you know, like for 7th grade, but hey, like that's how they dance. That's how they express themselves. But because I dance differently and I express myself differently, those girls made fun of me. They were like, oh, like she tries too hard. Like, why she dance like that? You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, like those girls were making fun of me because they were jealous of the inner queen that was in me, that freedom, that spirit that I had to just dance. And even if that shit didn't look good, I didn't care. I was dancing to the music. And actually that night I was doing the electric slide. Whew, and I was doing it well. And I was doing it with the vice principal. I was a nerd. I hung out with the nerdy kids. I hung out with the teachers. The teachers liked me. I was a good kid, you know. And she was like, yeah, she's like, damn girl, you doing this well, like you know what I'm saying? And I always kept that memory in my head, you know, like, okay, like those girls were talking their talk or whatever. And no funny shit, like I don't care, like we're grown adults now. If they ever watch this, like, you know, I'm not saying any names anyway, so they might not even know I'm talking about them. But, you know, like, no problem. Like, I wish them well, you know, happiness, joy, peace. I wish them just as much because they're a queen too. You know, and queens, that's another thing. Queens shouldn't hate on each other. Queens should support each other. You know what I'm saying? Like, be there for each other, love each other, be there. I might be your friend that's a girl, and girls are hard for me, I'm not gonna lie. I have a lot more guy friends because guys are more understanding. A girl, if you, let's say you get in a fight with your boyfriend, you tell the girl, you know, oh, he's doing this to me, he's doing this, and blah, blah, and you're all pissed off, you know what I'm talking about. And then the girl's like, well, I can't fuck with him anymore. And then for the rest of the time that you're with that guy, is like the enemy. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's the enemy. But that's not really the point. Like, I shouldn't even bring that up, but like, the point of me saying that is like, it's not that I'm not the girl's friend. I am. It's not the girl isn't my friend. But sometimes queens can be opinionated. You know what I'm saying? And like, they try to, you know, show their queenship. They're like, well, you gotta boss up, you know, and that is support, that is love. But sometimes supporting each other is allowing each other to find our own way, you know, and not necessarily saying you need to do this with your life, you need to do that with your life. So the way we support each other is by letting each other be ourselves and let each other fall and let each other make mistakes but still be there and love each other and support each other. And yeah, so I just want you to know that you are a queen. You are, and you have to remember that. There's girls that get abused emotionally, physically, sexually. You know, there's girls that have put all their hopes and dreams in a man, and they have the man's child, and then the man says he can't do this and leaves. There's worse, like women get raped. You know, there's queens in the military, and they're sergeants and lieutenants, and they don't get the same respect as a man. We don't get paid the same as a man. Fuck around. America, we're supposed to be the freest country, the most progressive country. We haven't even had a female president. Don't even get me started about the president, because I am very disappointed in who we have in office, and that's all I'm going to say. But we need a woman in office, for real. We need women in office. And we have, you know, Ruth Bader Ginsburg. We have Condoleezza Rice. You know, I'm not really a big Hillary fan, but we have Hillary. Who else? We got a bunch. I'm just trying to think, you know, like, and we have queens, but what are the queens in the dark doing? You know what I'm saying? And I'm not talking about like darkness. I'm talking about people who aren't in the limelight. What are we doing? We're caring about people. We're loving each other. We're loving others, and we're giving our all to people. And we get overlooked. She's nobody. You know, who is she? Who does she think she is? You ever hear that before? If you heard that before, then you're a queen. Who does she think she is? Like, I don't think I know. I'm queen. So if you're listening to this, you are a queen. And I don't care. I don't care if like if you're listening to this and we were friends at one point and then it went south and then we stopped being friends. I don't care. I know just about every female I've associated with. I'm gonna say all my females are queens. And you cannot forget that. Because if you get that, then you forget yourself. And if you forget yourself, you have nothing. Because then people can dictate and tell you who to be and what to do and where to go. And that's not what a queen is. Oh, you have to dress like this, and people will think you're beautiful. You have to be this weight, and then people will think you're beautiful. You have to be giving and share and always be this wonderful being and perfect, because that's what you need to do. No, it's not. You need to be the queen that you are. So that's kind of what I wanted to say. And this video is going to go up very soon. So queens, keep an eye out. And to the kings, y'all need to do better. Like, for your queen, I know society makes it hard, and you guys think in a material way, but I'm not talking about a material way. If you have a queen, ride with her. Like, don't leave your woman. abandon her. Especially when she's needing your trust and love and care. And she's giving you that vibration of trust and love and care. And then you want to... Don't get me started. Don't get me started. It's not easy to be with the queen. Trust and believe. I know that shit. I already know. Trust me, I had a lot of takers and they couldn't handle what I had to offer. And I know if it's hard for a man to give you what you need, then he's not your king. You are a queen and you don't need a king. You understand that? You could be a queen all on your own. Yeah. All by yourself. And you don't need nobody. No. You know a lot of people. But you know what? People need you. Yeah, that's where you got it wrong. That's where you got it wrong. People need you. Okay? It's not the other way around. You know, why you think all your friends come to you with their problems? Oh, this happened and, you know, like, I don't know what to do. What do you think I should do? But why are you doing that? Why are you going to people and be like, what should I do? Like, oh my God, like, I don't know what to do. Yo, you know what to do. Like, you're a queen. You know what to do. You know what to do. You just got to know that you know what to do. You know what I'm saying? You know to make that decision. Because keep it real with you, I had a lot of dreams. And I changed the occupation I wanted to do, the school I wanted to go to, what I wanted to wear. I changed myself so many damn times that it's crazy. But I've had dreams since I was a little girl. And I've shared those, and people, why you want to do that? That's stupid. No, that's what I'm saying. Like, don't, like, if you want to tell, like, somebody that really supports you and you know for real, they're not going to say anything down and shoot down what's in your heart you feel, then go ahead. You know, I know with me being an expressive person, I want to express myself. I want to share. I like to share, you know, and that's another quality of a queen. Excuse me. But you don't need to share. And I'm hungry. I'm gonna end this video soon because I'm hungry. But yeah, you don't need to share with anybody. You can keep that shit to yourself. Because 9 times out of 10, people are gonna be like, "Oh, you shouldn't do that." You know, and if anybody knows my Instagram, you know, I have you know, mental health related issues that I talk about on that page. If you want to go follow me, it's The Force of Self-Love on Instagram _. It's The Force of Self-Love _. And I make videos, short videos, and I take selfies, and you know, I have some family. You know, it's basically me, you know, and how I feel. So if you want to go and follow me, go ahead. But my last thought before I go is, if you have dreams, even if people shut it down, go for them. Because people will tell you, oh, you can't do that. Oh, what makes you think that you're going to be president? What makes you think that you're going to be on dance challenges on television? What makes you think that you're going to win American Idol? Like, what makes you think that you're going to be a gardener at Botanical Gardens? What makes you think that you're going to be a famous writer? Who cares what they say? Who cares? Like, they have their own idiosyncrasies, and they just don't believe in themselves, so they're telling you not to believe in yourself. so they can feel equal to you. Because if you rise above them, who are they going to be? They're going to feel like nobody. But it's not about that. Queens support each other. Queens love themselves. They love each other. They follow their dreams. They follow their heart. They're good to people. They're loving. They're caring. And they don't put up with bullshit. Remember who you are. Alright. Thanks, guys. This is my first video. If you want to like and subscribe, go ahead. If you don't want to like it, you just want to watch and get the message, I really don't care. I don't care about numbers. I don't care about views. I don't care. I just care about this getting to the right person. So if you're out there and you're listening, this is resonating with you, then you meant to get this message. Thank you. One love.